Hi guys, it's Okikiola Bills, and this is another episode of Breaking Tables. I'm sure you all missed us, and I'm here with my guys as usual. To the left this time. What's going to change?
I'm okay. I'm done and connected.
Oh,
too much.
Yes.
Oluwatiba is here.
In the building.
You know the vibes now.
Mr. White.
Shut down everywhere. Okay, on this week's episode of Breaking Table, Breaking Tables, okay, we'll be talking about what's next for us politically as youth. Should we infiltrate the two major political parties in Nigeria at the moment, or should we create our own political party and be loyal to it? This topic has its pros and cons, but both sides you fall for many things, for many places. So today we go try dissect and drop our own 2 cents as usual, so you now go know wetin dey sup. So brother man, Mr. White.
So what I think.
So before we start, guys, you guys to help us subscribe on our page, comment, like, help us share videos. It's actually important for you guys to
To do that.
Okay, and this start.
No, not yet. You guys should please help us like, subscribe, share,
and
comment. It's important that you comment. Let's know what's going through you guys' mind too on everything we've said, on everything we're saying, and everything
we need feedbacks.
We need feedback. It's important.
So
Okay.
Let's get to
And if there's a topic you'd like for us to discuss,
drop it.
you should let us know.
I'll talk about it.
Okay, so as regards if we should open our own political party or not, I always live by a quote. I do not like to hear something as when people say something cannot be done or something has never been done. So for that reason, don't even try it and stuff. But as regards this topic, I think I'm going to make an exception just this time because this is it. This is what I feel. If we say we want to open a youth party, which is dope, because normally I understand that the parties that are there before, it's going to be hard to get an independent candidate there without the godfatherism of being controlled and all of those things.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, if we say we want to open a youth party, one party, it's going to almost feel like opening a tyrant party. Where it will be hard for us to hold ourselves accountable because there will be this sentiment of it's our own party, it's our youth party. So it is going to create a youth versus the old dogs.
So I don't get that
versus
part.
everybody.
Sorry, can I just
Let me explain. Okay, now it's like this is Chelsea, a club. You belong to this club.
I don't.
Man U, this is Man U. You belong. Do you suppose?
Like that.
So this is Man U. You belong to the club. We
Yeah.
belong to this club.
Okay.
This is another club. No matter what happens, whether we dey fuck up or anything, who will go support? We go support Man U. So human beings are funny people. As much as say we get sense, every human is biased. Some are just more biased than others. It's the way you would see people from APC. No matter wetin their leader do, no matter wetin happen, they go say people not die for Lekki. This one not happen.
Even though they don't say people don't die.
They go see the video, they go still say no.
Live video na infrared.
As regards the youth party right now, I feel like if we are targeting 2023, it will be too premature to start it right now. We can start or not say it because the reason why these political parties, why they are nonsense is because they are not built on values. They are built on nothing. They are just built on popularity, men coming together, and it's going to seem like this is what our party want to. The value is just its youth. So I feel like we should.
Are you saying if the political party starts It will be built on nothing.
If the political party starts now, normally, if it starts today now like this, with all these feelings, it's literally going to be built on nothing and just feelings.
I feel like to build on it for the other people.
That's like our feelings. Hate now, say what you feel for somebody, emotions. There's no values actually. We've not stated okay this and that.
And you don't think say if you actually dey serious about that party, you don't feel say you visit am.
That's what I said that if we are targeting 2023.
2023 is how many years from now?
3 years.
3 years.
Let's say
from now.
let's say
2 years.
2.5 years.
2.5 years.
Yeah. The election is like 2.5 years from now. That's 24 plus 6, that's 30 months. 30 months to set up a political party and have it moving.
And win.
And to win. No,
To
not to win everything, because trying to win everything is practically impossible. Trying to win, but if we say because we no go fit win some important post, make we no start am, or make we never reason am, we no go start at all. Because 30 months, if 30 months starts today, 12 times 4, that's 48 months. Immediately then another regime starts. Now 48 months to start a new political party. I hope you understand what I'm saying.
I feel you.
4 years. If 30 months no go dey enough to start and win, 48 months sef no go never dey enough.
Okay, I feel like if what you are saying now, that we are not going to win billion dollars. Me, my point of view is we can start the party. It's not necessarily compulsory that we have to win the presidency immediately. There are other posts. I feel like the people making the laws in this country are one of the important aspects per se.
Yeah,
That's what's supposed to be. So if we can infiltrate the House of Rep or the Senate, let me say House of Rep, don't let me go far, House of Rep, or even the House of Assembly of your
is
state.
more realistic.
So I feel like the party can be
councillors.
and the main thing is normally
it's
youth that are mostly in councillors actually, but just that is the youth of those other parties that in their own head they have the godfatherism in place already.
Okay.
So we need if we can create our own party by ourselves, I feel like it's going to be easy for you to win a councillorship in your area. It will be easier for you to control or to be able to control a particular crowd of people in your area if you are involved. So the main issue now is we have to be involved. There is no it's politics.
Involved in what? Our own party or involved
when you create the party, you have to be involved in your community. Most of us are not involved in our community, and at the end of the day, it's the community that will make up for the larger part of the vote. This community, that community. If we can infiltrate all the communities, it's going to give us a better chance of achieving our aim. So presidency can be like a big task in this period of time, but at least if it is created, we can still get some posts, and that's the start.
Okay. What I want to say something. Now, the major problem I think we have, there are a lot of problems, but the major problem I think we have right now is one is the constitution.
That was I talked about the House of Rep.
That's one. Two, I feel like we've not been able to differentiate a movement from actual politics.
It's different.
We've not been able to differentiate it.
We've actually been able to.
Wait now.
Let me
explain.
Okay.
This whole thing that happened, that the youths came together, that we did this ENDSARS and stuff, that's a movement. We immediately want to transform it into a party. Now, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
No, I get you.
You get
I get you.
So, a movement and a party are two different things. We would need resources. I understand that this ENDSARS, we funded it ourselves. Everybody donated and all of that. We funded it by ourselves. But at the end of the day, politics now is another entire game entirely, which requires resources, grassroots, and all those things. we have to now look into how are we going to get the resources to do this? How are we going to infiltrate grassroots enough and quick enough? Now, we talked about the middle class, the poor, and the rich, and parties having values. One of the reasons why this movement succeeded was because there was no leader.
Yeah. Everyone we reached that peak.
There was no leader. To form a party now, or to be another reason I did not mention this other problem I feel we have, is that we are still in the illusion of thinking that this is a democracy. Is this a democracy? There's nothing democracy about what's going on. A democracy is when power belongs to the people. It's the people that have the power. Now, when the president or the president who's supposed to serve the people is acting like a monarch, how is that democracy? When the wealth, a dictator, when the wealth belongs to one set of the people, which is, they will call that oligarchy. How is that democracy? Democracy, power has to be with the people. The people should be able to use power. Now, the problem is, the power is not with the people. That is why for years we've not been able to hold these politicians accountable. Now, if you form a youth party now, all of us say we enter a youth party. How are we going to hold ourselves accountable? Who's going to be holding who accountable?
We ourselves are going to hold ourselves accountable.
That's why I explained with that Manu and this thing, and I explained with how APC members, the APC youths, they are youths. Now then they come out. Is it the adults you see most that come and support Buhari? People don't know.
I feel like we are talking about the idea of creating a new party. What about us now infiltrating the other parties? Is it a thing? Can it be done? The other structures that are down in the country at the moment, that's APC and PDP. Is it possible for us now as the youth to be able to infiltrate this?
It's hard to create a political party, but way harder to infiltrate those parties.
Also, okay, infiltrating is harder.
Infiltrating is harder to create.
Infiltrating is harder, especially if you want to do good.
Okay.
One thing is, all these people,
okay,
everybody, all of us, this guy, the guy you mentioned in our last despondent yacht.
Okay.
You want to try again? That guy was one of us.
Yeah, we thought it was one of us.
No, that's it. We will always think this person is one of us till they show they are not one of us.
I feel like we should use another person as an example. You know why? Because I don't feel Desmond Elliot has ever felt like
when I say
one of
no, when I say one of, no, not youth
one.
actually. I believe when you're using your platform, he was an actor. Maybe he still is. I don't know.
He still is. You not see that video he dropped for Twitter.
I see.
100%.
I understand saying they act for the whole video.
But
the thing is, I believe say if you actually mingle with people where you relate with them, you will feel, you go see their reality, you go fit understand their reality. So if someone like him wey grow up for Lagos, wey see the way things dey go, still so you go still reach there, still focus up.
But what's funny, sorry,
if to say there's no godfatherism in the party he actually is, and he's acting like this, everybody go say okay, na in way, na still in way actually. But the fact say if you go try infiltrate any of those parties, you go still need dey loyal to that godfather wey make you get to that position. The matter go far pass the way wey we go fit coordinate ourselves for new party. And this protest wey we just do don make us know say if we actually set our mind to do anything, we go fit do am. You say resources. This last what's it called, the protest that went on, how much was gathered? I think 163 million or something.
Yeah.
And that's just protest. People trying to help the cause. Now imagine, I don't know how much, I don't know the way people will turn up. But now imagine people trying to enter, youth trying to enter the whole political sphere. I think resources won't be the issue. It's actually us going out, just like you said in one of our episodes. It's actually going out to convince those that are ignorant, those that are not educated. Now there go the issue lie. Because now those people go now will determine the votes between the educated and the educated. All those people all these public officers we won't come up for their position. Most of them they educated. We won't collect those position. We they educated. But most of the people we go vote, they're not they educated, they don't get access to Twitter.
During this ENDSARS protest, I think it was your tweet I saw before I saw the actual video of when I saw Shinopella trying to bring ENDSARS to the platform and say and he was they're not allowed to speak. Shinopella I think is from APC.
Yeah.
And the person that was shunning him was APC. Now, whether we like it or not, as much as APC and PDP are almost alike and now the same old people recycle, new people are trying to infiltrate it. And Shinopella get Godfather, yeah? He go get Godfather, I don't know. He belongs to APC, the party where all of us hate past. But he stood up to speak. He doesn't belong to the YDP or whatever. Because this stuff affects him. Like, he owns a nightclub. He owns guys, or most of him guys, he owns a record label. Most of him guys are musicians. And all of this things, they pass through this stuff. That is why he stand up to want to speak. But he was not allowed. The person will not allow him, na in party 9 from come. He will want to speak na in party. So, I feel like, at the end of the day, since this is my last this thing, like I said at the beginning, I don't think that there is something that cannot be done. Like if we put our mind to it, yeah. I don't like to the year saying they're not fit one. I feel like it can be done. Yeah?
We should do confirm background check for anybody that will be coming out of our own youth party. I'm all in for the youth party 100%. I'm not in support of us infiltrating a already rotten system. Let's create our own system. Let's stand by it. So I think that's all for this week from me. I don't know if you guys are.
That's all. If you have anything to tell us what you feel as regards this, are you up for a youth party or you want us to infiltrate? Let us know. My name is Joseph Momo.
All bills. See ya.
You know the vibes.
Next time.
You know the vibes.